Here's my table. If I'm going from grams to kilograms, then if I'm going from this side, from smaller units to larger units, I divide. When I go from a larger unit to a smaller unit, then I multiply, because I'm going to have more of that smaller unit. Okay, so let's talk about converting. Convert the following. Convert, and we are given the following. We are given 35 grams to kilograms. 35 grams to kilograms, right? So how do we convert this? Let's see. Not yellow, let's go with red. Well, I'm going from a smaller unit to a larger unit. So already we know we're going from our table, we're going from the left hand side to the right hand side. So from grams to kilograms, right? I know I've got to divide. That's the first thing. The number of grams is 1,000 grams in each kilogram, so it's divide by 1,000, right? And I can verify that with my table. From grams to kilograms, that's divide by 1,000. Okay, and so that's going to be 35 grams is equal to and you lay out your answers exactly like this, because you need to show us you're working, divided by 1,000, and you can do that part on the calculator and you should get 0.035 kilograms. Okay, so that's the first question. We'll call that question A. Let's look at question B now. Okay, once again, it's convert 0.03 kilometers to millimeters. Okay, so now let's go to our table again. I'm going from kilometers, you can see km, to meters, to centimeters, to millimeters. So that's 3 steps. From kilometers to meters is multiplied by 1,000. In each meter we have 100 centimeters, and that's going to be multiplied by 10, right? So let's do that one over there. So that's going to be 0.03 kilometers. Okay, I'm going from kilometers all the way to millimeters. So I'm just going to do it this way for the sake of using the table. I'm going to go from kilometers, right, to meters, and to meters is multiplied by 1,000. And then from meters I'm going to go to centimeters, which I multiply by 100, and from centimeters I'm going to go to millimeters, which is multiplied by 10. Okay, so that's fairly easy, because I can see that that is 0.03, and 1,000 times 100 is 100,000, and 100,000 times 10 is 1 million. Okay, and again you can do that part on the calculator now, and you should get an answer of 30,000, right? 30,000 millimeters, and there we go. Okay, now let us look at a third example, and this is going to be example C, and I hope you write this down because we want you to learn actively. And at this point you may pause the video after I've written down the question and attempt it yourself, right? 24.5 milliliters, 24.5 milliliters, convert that to liters. Okay, so just intuitively we know that this is a smaller unit and this is a larger unit, right? And so I said when we go from a smaller unit to a larger unit, because there's less of the larger unit in that small smaller unit, so we're going to go from smaller unit to larger unit. We know we need to divide, right? We know that we're going to have to divide. That's the symbol, divide, right? So I'm going from milliliters to liters, and in between we have centiliters. So how do I do that? I say that's 24.5 milliliters, right? And I'm going to divide that by 1,000, because it's 1,000 milliliters in a liter, right? I can either divide straight away by 1,000 or divide by 10, then divide by 100. So I'm just going to go straight away and divide by 1,000. And the reason I say we could have divided by 10, because we go from milliliters to centiliters, and once I have centiliters, I can go and convert to liters. Okay, but you can do that right away, because 10 times 100 gives me 1,000, and I'm going to have 24.5 divided by 1,000 gives me 1, 2, 3 decimal places, and that's going to give me 0, 0,0245 liters. Okay, and so there's our first few basic examples.